Alright, we are on a website dedicated to John Wycliffe's Bible. John Wycliffe was the very first translator of the scriptures into the English language. And today, of course, we have King James. Before that was the Tyndale Bible. Well, the very first guy who made the scriptures into English was John Wycliffe, 1395. So he was in the age of the Normans, the Norman conquest, 14th century, and he has this website is dedicated to every single book in John Wycliffe's translation, and it's 14th century English, so it's not that easy to read. It's like reading Chaucer's Canterbury Tales or the Song of Roland or other stuff like that. Like let's take Leviticus for example. Yeah, there's the link right here. sbible.ru slash Wyke slash level lev lev1 dot htm. Okay. Let's go down to chapter 11. Let's look at the dietary guidelines. And the Lord spake to Moses and Aaron and said, Say ye to the sons of Israel, kept ye all things which ye wrote to you, that I be your God. These ben the beasts which ye should eat of all living beasts of earth. Ye should eat all thing among beasts that hath the cleed departed and cheweth cud. Solely whatever thing cheweth cud, and hath the cleed but departeth not it, as a camel and other beasts do, ye should not eat it, and ye should are rid among unclean things. Alright, so I'm not going to read any further. I'm just trying to get the feel of how it sounds like in the 13th or 14th century. This is obviously really hard English to read, but it's fun to read. I have a whole paperback of Wycliffe's Bible. Yeah, let's see, what's a little interesting fact of the day? Alright, according to tradition, Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, apparently the guy punched Arius in the face at the Council of Nicaea. Yeah, so the Arian controversy that happened in the Council of Nicaea over the Trinitarian controversy, but yeah. Santa Claus gonna have a slap a heretic? What's this here? Heresy, Christ is not divine, he was created by heresy. Yeah. It's from a papist website. Yeah. A little interesting fact of the day. By the way, guys, Christmas is pagan. You might want to abandon the tradition in your lives because it's not in the Bible. It's based on the day of solar worship, so I would definitely abandon that practice. It's pagan to its core. The Yule log, Christmas trees, those are all pagan traditions. To the day of the sun, December 21st. Well, yeah, it's close enough to the 25th, but anyways, yeah. Alright, here's more in John Wycliffe here. The Geoffrey Chaucer page, Harvard Education. Here's Harvard's webpage on the Wycliffe and the Lollards, Proto-Reformationists. Yeah, alright. Wycliffe was a very wise man. He was a philosopher as well, but He was a very wise man. I believe God used him to correct a lot of the errors at an early stage in history. Uh, the Bible holds supreme authority. The clergy should hold no property. Praise God for that. They shouldn't hold any property. That's church and state. That was nothing but bloodshed for all the Dark Ages. Yeah. The Law Lords examination. The 12 conclusions of the Law Lords. The Law Lord Society. Yeah. You want to learn more about the Law Lords? They were an early proto-Protestant group, like the Waldensians, the Albigensians, the Bogomils, the Paulicians. There are always Christians in the Dark Ages who believed the same ways the first century Christians believed. Well, not exactly, to the fullest, but there were always people who were trying to stay pure to the scriptures, though that they did not all believe the same thing. There was constantly Christians out there who were not ever accepted in Catholicism, who were trying to live their lives in based alone in the scriptures long before the Reformation. You gotta do some studies about that. But the Law Lords, they're a good one. The Jesuits hate the Law Lords. This is a good group to study. Alright. And I'll conclude here. You want to see a good video on preaching against Catholics? So look at this. Many Catholics converted Christianity after this video. I highly recommend this video. It's very, very funny, and you'll get a laugh.